Hello, and welcome to Week 2 of EDU 6350. This week, your assignments include the discussion forum for Week 2. You're going to work on gathering more articles for your literature research paper, and you're going to hopefully participate in our first synchronous session. Remember that for your literature research paper, at the back of each chapter are great resources and articles. There are articles and books. For instance, at the back of chapter 3 on page 69 of your book, you will see lots of articles that are referenced. If you are going to do some research about this particular topic in chapter 3, then I would suggest going to these particular articles and looking at those. Take the titles, go to the Rue Library database, search in the articles, and just copy and paste those titles in there, and you should come up with the articles that you need. So this week we're talking about chapters 3 and 4, which is about curriculum development and really the role of personnel. Chapter 3 talks about curriculum development, which is a very complicated process. So how are curricular decisions made? Well, there's lots of reasons that curriculum can be developed. I've listed a few here that will help us understand how curricular decisions are made. In the state of Florida, we have standards, and so our curriculum is based upon the standards that we have. We are not to teach any particular textbook, but instead we are to teach the standards and then find the resources that complement those standards. There's also end-of-year exams. There's AP exams that drive curricular decisions. We also have ELL standards that we must meet, and so some curriculum is designed to meet those standards. We have standards of technology, and then of course there are state or federal mandates that we must meet, and curriculum decisions all play into each one of these reasons. As curriculum is developed, it must come from someone or a group of people. Who makes those decisions, and why do they make them? Some curricular decisions have come from public outcry or parental dissatisfaction. Some have come from lawsuits like the Lau versus Nichols case in 1974. This case led to stricter curriculum development for ELL students. Since teachers implement the curriculum that is used in the classroom, it is important that they be involved in the decision-making process. Many times a group of teachers are selected to make curriculum decisions for their district. If you want to be involved in this, let your administration know so that the next time those decisions need to be made, you might be considered for the group. In Chapter 3, the author discusses the various levels of decision-making as it pertains to curriculum. Become familiar with them and think about what influences instructional leaders to make decisions about curriculum. As you read Chapter 3, think about what improvements should be made in the process. So find out, if you can, who makes those curricular decisions? What's their rationale? And how can you as a teacher become more involved in this decision-making process? Chapter 4 discusses curriculum development, the human dimension. Getting your master's degree is going to open more opportunities for you to take the role of instructional leader. You might aspire to be a curriculum specialist in the district office, or perhaps even a curriculum developer that helps design textbooks for schools. As you read Chapter 4, note the knowledge and skills necessary for an administrator, instructional leader, curriculum specialist, or curriculum developer. Also think about what you are learning from this course and how you can apply it in your current context. In your current context, if you are working in a school, you probably have some or most of these stakeholders or roles. A curriculum specialist, teachers, of course, community stakeholders, and students, and you might even have a curriculum team that helps put all of the pieces together, either looking at across grade level curriculum or maybe even a vertical look at the curriculum and how the scope and sequence seems to thread itself through the various grade levels. Curriculum plays a huge role in what is taught to students and also just how a school is led. So think about your own context and think about these two things, okay? What's more important? What's more valued? Improving student achievement quickly or building capacity? So building capacity is really defined as the process of developing and strengthening the skills, instincts, abilities, processes, and resources that organizations and communities need to survive, adapt, and thrive in the world. So is building capacity, okay, building the resources, processes, the communities within the school, is that important? Or is student achievement, fast-paced student achievement, more important in your particular context? Then think about what barriers exist to promote the development of capacity, and then what barriers exist to improve student achievement. This week, if you have any questions, please use the Running Weekly blog, and then of course you can always email your instructor. Have a great week of learning, and I will speak with you soon.